Hello, my dear children of class 6. I'm your literature teacher Pratiksa. So let's continue with the last page. With page number 89, the last line. So previously we have studied that Tenzing and Hillary have reached the summit that was told by whom? Thambi. So now Thambi is telling not Thambi, but the people is saying there impossible. Who has been putting ideas into your head? Cried the elders. So the elders are kind of perplexed now. So they wanted to know how did Thambi knew this. Probably somebody has told him about this idea that Tenzing and Hillary have reached up. Okay, so how come he has been doing all these things? So how do you know all this, boy? It was only yesterday that we heard that the assault was to be given up. So they have heard the previous day that they are going, this Tenzing and Hillary were going to climb the summit. So and within an interval of one day, how can they reach the summit? So this is quite unbelievable. So they cannot believe it. But there is, said the boy triumphantly. Triumphantly means in a victoriously manner, in a very winning manner. Hilary and Tenzing, the elders, took in the news with a sort of gloomy acceptance. Means they were not ready to accept. This was a piece of news for which the world had waited for a century or more, and now, instead of arriving in a spectacular manner with a fanfare of trumpets, and it was reaching them through Thambi, the habitual purveyor of news tidbits. So, who is called a purveyor? Who supplies something like false story. Okay, and uh, this habitual means he has got the habit of giving news, local news. So everybody is habituated with him. So nobody could expect that Thambi would bring a news like this which can shake the world, right? This is a very triumphant tensing when somebody has reached the summit, right? This is a world news, and it is given by Thambi. So villagers were a little bit sad. The news that should have been telecasted is told by Thambi, and they are getting the news from Thambi. So this is what they are feeling sad for. All right, you are, suppose you are getting a world shaking news, right, from somebody else, and you are not when you have opened the TV, you have not seen it, or you have missed it, or you have skipped it. But the disact this that disapproval, okay, will come up in your face. Similarly, that kind of expression had brought means means have had brought into the villagers. Soon they had to accept it for a fact. So actually they had to accept it. For the rest of the day, they were bandying about expressions such as come and call, no two persons agreeing on the definition of these expressions or their origin. So soon they had to accept the fact. For the rest of the day, they were banding, means arguing with the statement that whether it is it true or not. About expressions such as calm and call. Calm means a steep-sided hollow at the head of a valley or a mountainside. It's a hollow shaped. It's a hollow at the head of a valley, the crater which we called. Okay, so col is the lowest point between two mountain peaks. So different kind of expression. So different kinds of expression has been said by com and call. No two persons agreeing on the definition of these expressions or their origin. So when the villagers are conversing that hey, do you know, suppose one villager is telling to another villager that hey, do you know that Tenzing and Hillary have reached the summit, and it has been told by whom? It has been told by Thambi. So the other person says no, I don't believe it, you are telling lie. So this is what the expression comes out, come and call. So the reactions were interesting to watch. So this fighting, this argument was very much interesting to watch. Somehow there was a general sense of disappointment at the fact that the Everest had been conquered. So nobody was ready to believe. It would have been so nice to have left the Everest as an unaccessible part of the earth. Means unaccessible means which cannot be defeated, okay, which cannot be conquered. So human beings means have took into account that the Everest as an unassailable part of the earth. So they think that it cannot be conquered. How can someone have conquered it? How can have someone reach the summit? It is impossible. So they believe it in this way. Said one means one of the villagers said, it is not good to think that human beings have conquered everything under the sun. It does a lot of good to the human spirit to feel that there are still many things beyond our reach. Human beings should not become so proud. So somebody is telling human beings should not. This is all criticism. Okay, somebody has reached it and they are not happy because they are sitting there. They cannot reach. They cannot get that aim done. So that is why they are jealous. They are envious about whom? About these people, the ones who have conquered. So they are telling everything we are grabbing it in our hands is not good. Something that cannot be achieved is also good. Said an enthusiast, a masterpiece of planning. It restores one's faith in human endeavor. Clear-headed planning is the most difficult thing to achieve. I challenge anyone here to plan a journey to Tirupati and get through without having to alter it half a dozen times on the way. So somebody is giving challenge to someone that go to Tirupati and without having to alter, without changing, you have to come back half a dozen times away. You have to do like you have to walk. Okay. So is it possible? No. It depends, said another, on starting the whole thing at the right moment from an astrologer's point of view. The secret of success lies in getting hold of the horoscope. So somebody is giving what they are giving these different opinions. Okay, somebody is telling that it is not good that human beings are conquering everything under the sun, means in the world whatever is present. Another one is saying, I am giving you a challenge to go to Tirupati and stay and come back half a dozen times like this. Do walk and means you come here, go there. So like this, if you can go, I'm challenging you. I have done it. So these are the things. Then another one is telling by showing astrologers' viewpoint. Okay. So these are criticized. These are criticism. What the astrologer is telling, the secret of success lies in getting hold of the horoscope. If you believe in your destiny, if you see your horoscope, okay, means if you see the horoscope, then only you will be able to understand that whether you are whether you will be achieving your aim or not. Okay. So horoscope of the persons concerned and fixing the time accordingly. So you need to start at this point, then only you can reach there. Okay. Means ये मंगल समय है, अभी जाके तुम अगर journey तुम if you start your journey from now at this time, the astrologers say like this, na, if you start this morning, if you start at this time, okay, you will be reaching there safely. But if you start 1 minute late or on 1 minute before, you will have many problems. So these are all false things. This doesn't happen. If it is done accurately, it will solve 90% of the difficulties of any undertaking. So he is giving astrology's point of view that if you do this, that, then only you will get this. If you don't do that, you will not get that. So all these kind of things. These are all superstitions. And so no marks for preparation, knowledge, study and scientific application and so forth. Even a study becomes successful only when it is begun at the right moment. I am sure they must have avoided Rahu Kalam and their inauspicious moments while beginning their arrangements. So what he is telling, the astrologer is telling them that they have means crossed the unlucky time. Okay, they have crossed that unlucky time of them and then they have started their journey, so they are victorious now. So I'm going to write to Colonel Hunt to send the horoscopes of the members of expedition and also tell me the exact hour at which they started their preparations. So he's asking that when he have started, when they have started, how they have reached there. So all these details they will be asking from whom? Colonel Hunt, who must be the means permissioner or the administrator of that journey. So astrologer is a great science, sir. Now they have made a start, began another. I believe going to the Everest will become common. It may almost become a holiday resort. It is going to be difficult to come across a person who has not had a holiday on the Everest. So now somebody is telling that I will go for a where will I go? I will go for a resort there. Okay, I'll spend my holiday going to the Everest. So they are thinking that it's a matter of joke, right? Going to the Everest is just a piece of cake. So that is not the thing. So they are all giving their accordance. So with so much eyes, said another with a business temperament, suppose they find some means of quarrying all that ice and sending it down. Quarrying means digging up and sending it down. It would revolutionize the cold storage industry completely. So means a business mind. Suppose he's giving an idea that suppose we will go there, we will dig up the ice and bring it down, that will work as refrigerator here. We don't need ice. Okay, we don't need to buy refrigerator. We will bring down ice from there. And so it's a vague idea. So it would revolutionize the cold storage industry completely. In the end, it may become necessary to find some other employment for the members now attached to the refrigeration and air conditioning industries. If you bring down the ice, you don't need AC, you don't need refrigerator, you need nothing. So that might bring what? That might completely end the employment of the workers in AC and refrigerator industries. So further discussion on the subject was stopped when Thambi burst into the room in his usual lightning manner with the announcement, "My friend's father, who had gone hunting last night, it seems has bagged 5 tigers simultaneously." So what is the moral? The moral is this, that an important thing is unimportant to them, right? Somebody has reached up, somebody has reached Mount Everest. They have no botherance. They are carrying their own accordance. They are caring for their own value. They are not giving the value to other person. They are envious. Somebody who has not gone there, they are envious. Somebody is saying that it is impossible. Somebody is applying their business knowledge, and one astrologer is continuously blabbering his own accordance or own superstitions, that this time, that time, all this kind of things. So these are of no use. The actual triumphant is not felt. The actual joy is not felt. That is why Thambi brings out all these rumors to the village, because he knows that whatever I will tell them, okay, they will not pay any heed to all my stories. Okay, that is why he just, and this news was true. So the Everest reactions was similar to any of the conversation that the villagers used to have. This shows what? Lack of illiteracy. We need to study more. If you do not study, okay, if we do not study, even I am also studying from your book. Even being a teacher, I am studying it first, then I am teaching you. So even I have to study. You are studying it after I am preaching it to you, but before I am also studying it. So this is the way of learning. Once you learn, it is not enough. No, you have to learn and learn. So this is the thing that Thambi shows us, that you have to grab the knowledge before showing its importance. Okay, you will only understand the importance when you will learn about the knowledge. You have the knowledge, you have that wiseness. So R.K. Narayan wants to present that it is the lack, means the culture of the village, how the village actually grows up. Okay, So nowadays what is happening, villages are getting more advanced day by day, so that is the case. So once you literate yourself, once you do education, you will be able to understand that how going to Everest is a overjoyed news, right, for all the people out there. It is not a negligible thing. So R.K. Narayan was born in Chennai. I've already discussed it. You just please go through the text. Okay. So this is the text. This is the lines that are given. You pause it here. Follow the lines. Okay. Follow the lines and you'll be able to understand the whole chapter. Okay. Please do follow part number 1, 2 and then come to part number 2. It will be easy for you to understand the chapter. Excuse me. Okay. Have a good day. Bye bye.